Whether you pronounce it caramel or caramel, it's sticky and delicious. But is it a good song? That's what we're going to find out today on my second Sleep Token reaction. And you might be thinking to yourself, what? Where's the other one? You didn't think I was going to dive right in and listen to new Sleep Token with no context of what they sound like without having listened to old Sleep Token first, right? But I wasn't going to release them in that order because I want to put the new one out first because I got to cash in on that attention economy. So you are now watching my second Sleep Token reaction. The first one I did was to their old song, The Summoning. It was just the most popular one, so I picked it. If you want to watch that, it'll be up next week. I'll put the link right here if you're watching this after it's out. Or if you're a member of the channel, you can watch it right now. In case you're new here, these are only kind of reaction videos. I'm listening to them for the first time, but I'm also breaking them down from a songwriting perspective and analyzing them musically. Today's video is sponsored by me and my songwriting course, Complete Rock and Metal Songwriting, which you can find at the link in the description below. More on that later. Let's check out Caramel. What if I hit play and the song is just them saying, actually, it's pronounced caramel, and then it just ends. So many different plinky instruments in the same part. Hold up. What? That was really interesting. It sounds like every note of that part is a different instrument. It sounds like a music box and like a kalimba, you know, one of those little thumb pianos. I think I'm hearing an acoustic guitar. Yeah, at least those. That's cool. That's really cool.
Count me out like sovereigns, pay back for the good times. Right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine. I'm not gonna be there, tripping on the grapevine. They can sing the words while I cry into the baseline. Wear me out like Prada, devil in my detail. I swear it's getting harder, even just to exhale. Backed up into corners, bitter in the lens. I'm sick of trying to hurt.
Okay, after the first one, I guess I shouldn't be surprised by literally anything, but I definitely was not expecting this kind of like reggaeton dance pop beat. I mean, okay. Expect the unexpected, bro. So the chords for the verse are more or less, different voicings and everything, but more or less a 6 major 7, 4 minor, 1 minor, 5 major. And then it does almost the same thing, except the second time. So I've got the lyrics pulled up here. The wordplay in here is very much like hip hop, rap lyrics. Count me out like sovereigns. A sovereign is like a coin, like a kind of money, but also count me out like don't include me. Pay back for the good times. So pay. I don't know if there's some like greater context to this that I'm missing, but this is some very clever wordplay even in a vacuum. Right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine, kind of like 1 foot in the grave type of thing. Count me out. I'm not going to be there. I can't move because my left foot is on a landmine, and if I leave, boom, tripping on the grapevine. Maybe he's saying he'll be drinking wine at home instead. They can sing the words while I cry into the bass line. It's going to stay home, drink some wine, and not go to the show. Wear me out like Prada, devil in my detail. Wear me out like, oh man, you're wearing me out. And that, but wear like you would with Prada. Oh, who you wearing tonight? Oh, Prada. The devil wears Prada, devil in my detail. Really cool, interesting wordplay. Not sure exactly what he's talking about, but it's nice. Caramel.
Try not
really nice syncopation. I love that. I got my guitar all sorted in the right tuning and everything. I'm now wondering if there's going to be any guitar in this at all.
I'm sick of trying to hide it every time they take your mind. So stick to me.
It's a cool melody. Great example of micro repetition. Stick to me, like caramel. It's not too repetitive, like it doesn't become annoying, but just that little bit of repetition really gets it hooked in there.
So stick to me. Stick to me like caramel. Walk beside me till you feel nothing.
Okay, not a loop of chords, first half. Little 4 minor, 5 minor, 1 minor, 7 major. Second time starts on the 4 minor again. 6 major, 7 major, back to 6 major.
Stick to me like caramel. Walk beside me till you feel nothing as well. They ask me, is it going good in the garden? Say I'm lost, but I beg no pardon. Up on the dice below on the cards, I try not to talk about how it's harder now. Can I get a mirror?
The syncopation in the vocal. This is something that so much of metal is missing. Really funky, cool syncopation, both in the drums and in the vocals, and it really moves the body.
Taking sideways, some of your bizarres getting worse every time they try to shove a real name just to get a rise from me. Acting like I'm never stressed out by the essay.
And then gospel chops on the drums. Honestly, like, that's a little obnoxious, I think. It feels like a weird place to go that ham. I mean, it's sick, but it kind of feels like it's walking all over the vocal, but I don't know.
What I get for trying to hide in the limelight. Guess that's what I get for having 2020 hindsight. Everybody wants eyes on them. I just want to hear you sing that top line. If you think I mean it, then I understand. But I'm still glad you came.
Synth bass.
So let me see those toes.
There we go.
Stick to me like caramel. Walk beside me till you feel nothing as well.
Woo! So now that I know what the chords are, let's see if I can jam it out.
Stick to me like caramel.
1 minor to 6 major, 3 major,
Till you feel nothing
6 major again.
falling free off the vinyl parallel. Sweet streets are bitter, but there's no one left to tell. Too young to get bitter over it all.
Talk about going from really big to really tiny sounds. It's a nice contrast. I think they have a very strong tendency, just from the one other song that I've listened to do these kind of like 0 to 60 and 60 to 0 changes a lot. I think it's like kind of a cheap trick to do that often. Sometimes it is the absolute fucking move. But if you overdo it, it loses the impact. I also think there's a lot more dynamically in between 0 and 100 that you can use just as effectively, but what do I know? Are you in a band? Do you make music? Do you want to write better songs like Sleep Token does? Well, I have got just the thing for you. It's my course. It's called Complete Rock and Metal Songwriting. It's 15 hours of everything that I know about writing songs. I'm going to teach you how to write vocals, lyrics, melodies, bass lines, drum parts, guitar riffs, everything that you need to know about writing songs from absolute scratch. Just for you fine folks who are watching this video, there's going to be a discount on the course for a limited time, which you can find at the special link in the description. Now back to the React.
Before, too blessed to be caught, ungrateful, I know. So I'll keep dancing along to the rhythm. The stage is a prison, a beautiful nightmare.
Whoa! Okay, I think I know what the song's about now. I kinda maybe had a little bit of hint, but this is on the nose. The stage is a prison, a beautiful nightmare. So he's talking about himself. He's talking about the trappings of fame and success. Hold on, there was another one back here. Wow. Every time they try to shout my real name just to get a rise from me. I guess that's what I get for trying to hide in the limelight. I just want to hear you sing that top line. Damn. So I guess he's not really having as fun of a time as maybe you think. Success always comes with a price because people, human beings, are fucking terrible, and they'll attack you and tear you down even for the tiniest little bit of success. There's something called crab mentality, right? Where if you have a bucket of crabs, if one of them tries to escape, the other crabs will pull him down back into the bucket because you're not allowed to do better than any other crab, I guess. And that fucking sucks. I have tasted a little bit of that. Nothing anywhere near, I'm sure, what these guys are experiencing with their level of success and hype. That's extremely powerful.
Ooh,
those backup vocals.
I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't.
Okay. Little bit of... Okay, really awkward transition into this moment. This to me feels like shoehorned in heavy time because they did this full stop and then a big drum fill and then into it. To me, that really killed this beautiful momentum that they had going. I wish they'd just... something like that. That's some atmospheric black metal.
I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't.
What is happening in the palace? A battle! Oh my god, are they fighting giant creatures? I love giant creatures. Too young to get bitter over it all. Too old to retaliate like before. Harder to fight back the more famous you get, I bet. Too blessed to be caught ungrateful, I know. So I'll just keep dancing along to the rhythm. Stage is a prison. Wow. This is a really great song. I feel like he's really said the thing without saying the thing. He's got the feeling across to even me, someone who doesn't know anything about him or the band, really. He's told a story that I understand, that I can pick up on. I feel the feeling that he's writing about and that he's experiencing to some degree. I'm picking up what they're putting down, and I think that if you write songs, you should really endeavor to achieve that. I actually think that the heavy part of this song, the sort of breakdown, big riff moment, felt really shoehorned in and sort of like, oh, that's right, we're like a metal band, we like gotta have a heavy moment, otherwise we're just gonna be pop music. I think it's a cool riff, it sounds really big, it's got kind of a tricky rhythm to it. I really was not able to figure it out, just like I couldn't with the summoning. But like the way they get into it, and I don't know, to me it just kind of feels like it doesn't really belong in the song all that much. It didn't feel earned to me, but they are really working this contrast. But this isn't just like your average mashup of poppy and heavy stuff. This is really poppy sounding stuff and really heavy, super low tuned, gnarly metal. And what happens in this song is that there's basically zero heavy anything until this big breakdown moment, and then they sort of have them together. There's the heavy things with the poppy vocals on top, after a bit of screaming. To me, it feels weirdly polarized, like they're sort of sequestered off from each other in a way through most of the song until the very end. And then they've got this really great, huge moment where it is kind of both at once. But I can't help feeling like I just want more of a blended sound of the two of these throughout more of the song. Now, who knows? This is only the second of their songs I've ever heard. It's possible that some of the rest of their songs are like that, and I'm going to get exactly what I want. But for right now, instead, I'm going to listen to the best of Oasis. If you want to learn how to write better songs for your band, you're definitely going to want to check out my course. It's called Complete Rock and Metal Songwriting. It's 15 hours of everything that I know about writing songs. You can check that out at the link in the description, where there will be a special discount code for you. Let me know which songs you think I should listen to next. You can check out my other Sleep Token video right here, or you can see all of my other reaction content right here. Stay squishy, and I'll see you real soon.